I tried to go live and it didn't work. I am happy. I am happy. It doesn't look like I'm happy, but I'll explain. West Ham are in the fucking final of the Conference League. You know when you get nervous for a game and it's not even a match day? I got nervous on Monday. You woke up with that nervous feeling that, oh my God, we're in the semi-final. And I had 4 drinks today to just relax my nerves, and yeah, it was worth it. Trust me, it was more than worth it. 1-0. I know everyone's saying it's a bad game and whatever. I don't think we played bad at all, in my opinion. I think we did what we were meant to do. I think we did. We played for a draw, like a 0-0, and we were gonna nick something, and that's exactly what we fucking did. We were in the final. Our first final since 2006, if you're not counting the playoff final. Our first European final in about a million years. If we win it, it'll be our first trophy in 43 years, and I'll be gassed. I'll be so excited. My head hurts. I've got a headache, so I'm on the water. And I know what people want. Some people that have watched my channel want me to do, and I will justify what I want to do. I'm going to talk about Pablo Fornals because he's scored the winner, and I am a big critic of Pablo Fornals. I literally criticised him on my last video. And I do think people make a lot of excuses for Pablo Fornals in general, and I've wanted more from him on the ball because I think he is perfect off the ball, but people don't like to listen to me when I talk about it. But wow, that was like, people are not going to like me saying this, but you know, in the 18-19 Champions League final section, that campaign, you had 2 semi-finals. You had Tottenham, Ajax, and Liverpool, Barcelona. You had the Origi moment and the Lucas Moura moment, yeah? I have wanted that moment in a European game that gets us to a final. And I'm pretty sure those 2 games were semi-finals. They must have been. And we got that. We got that today, like, where you see you score and the opposition players drop to the floor. I want to say, by the way, I don't give a fuck about the fights and all that. Fuck AZ, yeah? Because you're trying to come for people's families. Fuck the people in balaclavas, yeah? Fuck them. Because here's the thing, yeah? I don't understand why you just do that after you've lost the game. It doesn't make any sense to me. But sure, you do you. Because listen, you don't deserve to come to a game. You don't deserve, and for that, your whole club does not deserve to have any success. Your pussy old manager as well, your dickhead manager, was talking about, I think we could get at them. I think they're weak 1v1s. Well, what did your shitty football, your shitty little tippy-tappy, as they say, and I like Dutch football. I like a lot of the Dutch clubs, but fuck AZ, yeah? Because all this sideways football, yeah, you did nothing. Fuck, and that was not a penalty before people start talking. That was not a penalty. Well done to Zuma. Well done to again, Kera and Cresswell. That was an experienced defensive display. You barely... Think about it. Anyone in the game barely made any mistakes. Benrahma and Bowen did their job. They did their job. Whether we want more from these people on the ball, you are correct. Trust me, you are correct. But we were sectors to defend the low block, and I didn't expect anything otherwise because we were going away from home. We were defending a 1-game lead. Moyes was on it. You did not see the guy sit down. Sometimes he sit down, sometimes he stands up, depending on the game, depending on what he wants to do. He was on it. The guy was even running. He's going to be fucking exhausted in the morning. But listen, I know Moyes said he wants to keep the dance moves to the dressing room, but listen, I want to see you dance if we win, you know? Because, listen, I don't mind the fans singing, we've got Super David Moyes. If you get us to a final, you'd still deserve it. Doesn't mean you're good enough for long term, and because we're trying to play football. And as he said in this interview, we're trying to be a footballing team, and then you've reverted back. In my opinion, you haven't made it clear that you want to be a footballing team, David Moyes. But that's a conversation for another day. We are in the final. The final! Against AZ. We've beaten them. We're facing Fiorentina I watched the last bit of the game and they scored right at the end. And it's going to be tough because Italian teams, always tough. But if we can play like we did today, the way we defended, I am so confident in the way we will do things. Fornals, that goal is probably one of the goals of the season. In fact, I'm going to say this is actually better than his Bournemouth goal, not just because of the occasion, but because he nutmegged. He looked like he had fucking pace, which I will never expect from him. And the finish, that is better than his Bournemouth goal, in my opinion. And don't get me wrong, his Bournemouth goal was fucking crazy, but forget goal of the season now. That's goal of the season. That's goal of the season. Fornals, you've got goal of the season. You've definitely got goal of the season for West Ham anyway. But I know we've had amazing goals this season, but if we're doing the occasion and the quality of the goal, it has to be that goal. It has to be. The ball retention from Declan Rice, unbelievable. Unbelievable. And Souček, man was tackling about 3 or 4 people at the same time. He was recovering for again when he was making a couple of mistakes. But listen, yeah, I think I've said this for a while. I haven't said it on camera. I think we should just bun off the new signings in the final. Give me Fornals on the left and Benrahma in the middle in the final. Or Lanzini in the middle. I don't care if he hasn't played or blah, blah, blah. This is the team that beat Lyon. This is the team that beat Sevilla. This is the team that went toe-to-toe with Frankfurt that wasn't good enough in the end. Just go back to that team. Areola in goal, and whether it's... I'd rather play Ogbonna than again, in my opinion. In my opinion. Because I think Ogbonna is still good enough. People are going to disagree with that. And it's against an Italian team. He knows how Italian teams work. Because guess what? He is Italian. So... Listen, we're in the final. I am absolutely thrilled. I'm gassed. I could just go to the Leeds game, feet up, on the chair. Although we're not mathematically safe, we could only lose. We have to lose by like 5-0. So, Moyes, don't play Antonio. Do not play Zuma. Rest them, put them in the fridge, and release them from the fridge when we go to Prague. It's going to be a midweek game. I don't know if it's midweek straight after the Leicester game, but whatever. I don't care about the dates and all that. But yeah, I'm gassed, and fuck AZ for what they tried to do after the game. All this cockiness, all this confidence. Yeah, cut that out, because you lost. So if you're not going to be gracious in defeat, I will not be gracious in a win, because I do not care. I am not like that. I am not gracious in a win if you are not gracious in defeat. I was gracious in the win to Sevilla, because Sevilla were gracious in defeat. And they're a massive club. In fact, I'm pretty sure they're going to another Europa League final. And they will be facing Roma. So, that'll be mental. But yeah, I am going to relax. I am going to drink water and watch some live streams. And I am going to relax because my legs are killing me. I was going to have another drink, but my head hurts. But hopefully, I'll be drinking after the final because... Well, I'll either be drinking because it's fucking depressing, or I'll be drinking because it's fucking brilliant. So yeah, I've sworn a lot. This video is probably not gonna go anywhere. Algorithm wise, but I don't care. My team have made it to the final. The team I support made it to the final. This is what we've wanted ever since we've asked to move to the next level, when we were told we were going to move to the next level when we moved to the London Stadium. So I'm sure everyone's happy. Big up to the people that went to the Netherlands, to Amsterdam, I think it is. I think that's where it is. So big up. Big up everyone watching at home. Big up all the continental fans. Big up everyone. Big up if you're in Chadwell Heath like me and you're just supporting West Ham. So big up everyone. I'm fucking thrilled. Leave a like on the video and subscribe if you're new. Social medias are in the description. You want to follow me on the email for any inquiries. And I'll see you guys later.